What's up, Gunpla modelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you a new edition of Gundam Models, and I'm gonna do a part 2 on let's talk about Perfect Grade Unleash RX-93 New Gundam. I've already did a part 1 when I was on vacation, and I thought maybe it'd be nice to do a part 2, especially with some new information that has been released today. This is going to be a short video. Hopefully I don't bore you. You guys are probably seeing a lot of other people's comments and takes on this. Right now, the price is still at 60,000 yen. 60,000. And at present, at the latest conversion, as I'm looking at it on my phone, 60,000 yen to dollar is $416. 417. Let's round it out to the nearest dollar. So it's a $417 kit. And what do we get for 417? Well, first off, we're getting a beautiful looking inner frame that we see here. And like I said before, this is not yellow, this is gold. Maybe it is yellow, maybe it's gold in the inside and yellow on the outside. I don't know. But we could see the many layers of plating that you could see here. This is going to be a lot of paint that I'm going to have to buy to paint this kit. And as well as you can see right here in the entire body. But for $417, you're getting all this. You're getting the funnels, the weaponry, nothing extra. This is all included in the kit. Here's the frame. Much more detail. Look at the frame. And in the back frame as well. My God. I don't think we've ever seen a frame like that before. Not even in the real grade. I could be completely wrong. Rollout is still 2026, January. It says 60,000, but I see 66, so this could be some sort of 66,000, I think it is. So here's a beautiful looking picture right here. Eventually we're going to probably see more, you know, like wallpaper type things for this. But let me make it a little smaller because I want to load the pictures easily. I'm using, by the way, Tag Hobby. It has, you know what? So looking at this picture, and I'm gonna scroll down a little bit more to download more stuff. But looking at this picture right here, let me go back up. This one. Remember in the last video I talked about no, I don't want to talk to you. I'm kind of busy. Sorry. We see this whole clear structure frame here that's supporting the funnels, and I think that's meant to be for the base, so you don't want these funnels to fall down. That's a good idea, you know. I think that is an excellent idea if you don't want these funnels to fall. But then if you have it like simple, like here without the base, will the kit support the weight of the funnels? I don't know. I really don't know. And we're seeing, you know, the funnels in action, which of course we don't know if we're getting an extra base or extra parts that make the funnels fly around. And these funnels are huge. Oh my God! There was a video online this morning showing off not only this but other kits as well, especially from the G-Quack series, and the funnels were like master grade size. I wonder if we could see more here. This is great. Now I'd like to know if this beam saber is going to have an LED battery in there to power it up. The bazooka is beautiful. Not that, you know, not that I'm crazy about the bazooka, but it is nice to see that. But I think the gimmick, of course, is the fact that it has that umbilical arm that allows you to support the bazooka. And look at the how it supports it. You don't have to have this part here hanging up. It could turn to support the arm. That is very nice. I like that. Now this is another thing. Okay, you got detail parts on the inside of the forehead, which is nice to see that. You know what? There is one thing that I've noticed. For now, maybe I'll have to go down a little bit more. This part here is the only part that this and the back head expose the internals of the head. I didn't see any pictures of it exposing other parts. Okay, so there's the shoulder plate. It opens up to the side, I guess, so that the arm can move. This one can pop out to the side right there. These can extend out. Let's go to the next picture. So we have the torso, great detail on the torso here. This lifts up, of course, to see the inside of the pilot's seat. You have the detail of the joint system there, how it pivots and shifts to the left or right. Here are the arms, and the arms has the well, actually, this is the left arm, which has the beam saber. And oh wow, that's actually kind of nice. I like that piston right there. Ooh. Then we have the skirt armor. Skirt armor does extend out and expose detail parts, flip out like this. Now I was mentioning the fact that we're kind of like remembering how the RX-72 original Perfect Grade and the Unleashed has the ability to show internals inside the kit, you know, for maintenance hatches and things like that. And I was like wondering, where are those features on this kit? I didn't mention this in my first video, but one of the most unique features, of course, is because these hands are huge, it has a little tubes here that allows you to fire either I don't know if it's either flares or clearly the decoy mobile suits that is thrown out. I wonder if we're going to be getting 1/60th scale balloon decals, the balloon type mobile suits, like it was done in the anime. That would be nice to see something like that. They did that with the 1/100 scale, or I think it was a 1/44 scale. So here's the legs, and wow, this one has a lot of panels that opened up here in the bottom, and by the shin area, by the back ankle, by the calf, by the knee, and even by the thigh. Then of course here it is in action again. And here are the funnels. Oh my god, these funnels are going to be just repeating itself over and over, and kind of just building these. We all remember building these like 6 times for the high grade and for the master grade and for the real grade, now for the perfect grade. Beam rifle has some gimmicks here. Clip comes out, some sort of sight. No gimmicks on the shield, but it is a beautiful shield, that is. And then you have the beam saber that connects to the backpack, and the one that's in the forearm. And then we have the bazooka, like I mentioned before. There's the umbilical arm right there. And that's it. So this is 60,000 plus, or whatever, 66,000, whatever. So that is for this kit. For this kit alone. Now the other part of this is the LED units set that you're going to get for the kit. According to this, the LED units is worth 14,000 yen, apart from the 66,000 yen, or 60,000 yen, depending on how you look at it. And this has lighting capabilities for the head shield, the head monitor or sensor, the eyes, the chest, the side sensor on the left side of the torso, the vents in the chest area, the back of the head, and inside where the cockpit is. 14 grand for 14,000 yen for this. That's all you're getting. Now, do I A, pay the 14,000 yen for this? B, wait until maybe some third-party individual, which I will not name, decides to make their version of it? Or C, I make my own? Time will tell. Time will tell. But I'll say this, though. I will say this. This is going to hurt. Even if I don't buy this, it's still going to hurt. And I know it's going to hurt for a lot of people out there. So make your choices on this, if whether this is a worthy purchase. For the lighting, I understand that the lighting has been probably designed for specific, because we don't even see the lights on the thrusters kicking in or down the leg. It's all in the chest area. And that's understandable, because New Gundam was never designed to be multicolored kit, like a multi-lit up kit, like Perfect Grade Unicorn needed lighting. That's understandable. Exia, lighting right there. What other kit do we know that needs internal lighting to light up? The only kit that I can think of, which I don't think Bandai will ever make a perfect grade in this century, would be a perfect grade G-Self. That would require lighting. That I understand. But for now, we're not getting that. We're getting this. So, that is my thought and review of the Perfect Grade New Gundam. Perfect Grade Unleashed New Gundam. I am definitely putting a lot of money in a jar and let it build up until the day comes where I see a pre-order, or I speak to my good friends at Gundam Planet, which I know they'll get their hands on this, and drop 5 bills. Maybe more, depending on how it is. With that being said, I'd like to thank you guys all for watching. What can I say but stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come. You guys all have a great day.